Okay, are you seeing this? Are you looking at the NFT market right now? Because I feel like people maybe aren't noticing just how hot the NFT market is right now. While the core NFT community is still out at NFT Paris, traders are absolutely aping into all kinds of NFT projects, and I'll tell you what, especially over on the Bitcoin side. Man, we're seeing some wild price action in some Ordinals collections, especially those Nodemonkes. This morning, we have to talk about this NFT market, just how hot it really is. And aside from the market, I've got tons of great stories for you from across the NFT ecosystem. Now, quick reminder, make sure you're following Inside NFTs over on YouTube and on X. You gotta be following CryptoSlam. And now, fam, let's dive right into the NFT market, starting here with the Forkast 500 NFT index. This morning up in the green, 0.09%. Now we get right to the spicy stuff here in the global sales numbers. On Friday, 48.9 million in cross-chain sales, our second highest day of the year.
That's pretty good.
Yesterday, 43.9 million, and trade profits yesterday, 1.8 million. That's our highest of 2024 so far, but today, you see, we're already at 2.1 million in profits. Yeah, a whole lot of winning out there right now for NFT traders. Now, we have about 12 hours left in the weekly data period, and already we have broken 2024's record. That's right, this week, we're going to see a 2024 high for weekly NFT sales, and weekly trade profits also on pace to be our 2024 high. And here's a stat that I think is just incredible, and it puts all of this into context. We still have 4.5 days to go in the monthly data period, and with around 40 million in sales daily, well, it's pretty clear we're going to break that $1 billion threshold. So that'll put us at 3 consecutive months with sales over $1 billion. The last time we've seen that was the first half of 2022. You see that right here with April, May, June in 2022. This market's something special. Now, as far as what's moving the market, my goodness, look at those Nodemonkes in the #1 spot. Over 6.1 million in sales. The General Ordinals collection right behind them. They're followed by Pandora, Tin Fun, who just revealed yesterday, the Fraganas, CryptoPunks, D-Market, Mad Lads, Creeps, and Bitcoin Frogs rounds out your top 10. You can see Bitcoin's your top blockchain by NFT sales volume. And remember, guys, I said BRC20s are your leading indicator. We saw BRC20 sales ramping up. I said I think Ordinals are about to cook next, and here we see it. Now, your top NFT sales, that autoglyphs alone, so your top sale is actually that CryptoPunk number 6269. That guy's selling for 75 ETH, but basically your whole top 10 is all CryptoPunks. One Bored Ape sneaking in there at the end. Man, that Bitcoin ecosystem looking pretty good. Nodemonkes exploding to a 0.39 Bitcoin floor. Bitcoin Puppets to a 0.14 Bitcoin floor. Frogs at 0.18. Quantum Cats at 0.27. I'm telling you, this ecosystem is ripping, and it hasn't even started yet. Here's what I got to tell you about that. That Nodemonkey floor right now at 0.39. Guys, that's with only 3,000 to 6,000 unique buyers in that Bitcoin ecosystem daily. Compare that to Ethereum, where you typically see 10 to 15,000, and Solana with its wild swings of 15K to 30K. To me, that means we've not even begun to see true buying pressure put on these collections. Huge opportunity. If you're not looking at Ordinals, you absolutely must be. Okay, here's where we're going to get to a whole bunch of disconnected stories, but they're great stories, I got to tell you. And we're going to start with maybe my favorite announcement coming out of NFT Paris. You guys know NFTStats, formerly of Proof and left with the Yuga Labs acquisition. This guy in a big way inspired this very show. I love this guy. Well, all of us were wondering, where is he going after Proof? And we got that answer at NFT Paris. This man is headed over to Memeland. Gotta say, that's like the last thing I expected, but what an awesome move for both sides here. Memeland's one of the biggest, most influential projects here in Web3, but they also have a presence in Web2. So NFTStats bringing the stats and the professionalism and just that in-depth insight to that ecosystem. Well, I have a feeling they're about to put together something magical over there. This one is
Pretty good.
Now, I don't know if this was announced at NFT Paris, but the timing of it, well, certainly lines up. The CryptoPunks are putting out a book featuring all 10,000 CryptoPunks. This will be a 700-page book coming out in the fall 2024. Perfect coffee table book. I love this thing. Definitely.
Pretty good. Yes, pretty good.
Now, while projects are giving us all kinds of cool announcements, OpenSea's out here announcing their lavish dinners. Yeah, moving on to Magic Eden, who has announced a brand new collection coming from the Sappy seals. And this isn't your typical collection. Instead, this is a physical collection that's backed by an NFT. Okay, now I'm guessing this comes out in 2 days with the launch of the Ethereum marketplace on Magic Eden. Magic Eden will also be their preferred marketplace for future collections.
That sounds pretty good.
Now, guys, this one's super random, but caught my attention yesterday. You know, a lot of NFT images are not stored on chain, right? Yeah, a lot of the NFTs you own, the images are stored on IPFS, which is decentralized storage, but it is not on chain. So Chain Left is here asking, what is the biggest NFT to have lost its image? It sounds like an early Xcopy 1.1 is the biggest to have lost its image, but this one's maybe the most surprising. Because yeah, guys, Rare Pepe #1 no longer has an image on the token. And this gets us to a really interesting topic that we're not going to really dive into here, but the value of NFTs, does it come from the token or does it come from the image? I'm in the camp that says the token is the art, the token is the value. Because it's that token, it's the code that's on chain forever. Often the image isn't. Okay, yes, random, but another thing that caught my attention over this weekend, some Opepen collectors wondering, what if set 200, which will be the final set in the Opepen series, well, what if that's what we've been looking at all along with the unrevealed Opepens? I don't know, my gut tells me that's exactly how it'll play out, and if so, that'd be so very Jack Butcher and Jaleel. And you know what?
That looks pretty good, actually.
Now this weekend, some in the NFT community seem to have been caught off guard when they learned that Gary Vaynerchuck's VeeFriends actually expire. And yeah, guys, that's true. The VeeFriends collection, all the perks, all the benefits that came with these NFTs, in just a couple of months here, those perks all go away. I was there when these things minted. Gary was always clear up front. These had a 3-year shelf life. This should not be news to anyone. And I'll tell you what, with Gary being one of the best ambassadors for this space, and this guy really understanding this tech, well, I fully expect another NFT collection for him to give some final perks or benefits to VeeFriend holders. I mean, at the very least, a whitelist, right? And either way, whatever Gary does is going to be
pretty good.
And finally, guys, we all know Blast is going to explode here in the next month. And whether you have some skin in the game there or not, if you're interested in learning what's actually happening over there from projects building over there, well, you got to tune into the Little Nouns show tomorrow. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, join me and the Little Nouns crew. We'll be chatting with New Blast City, who are a project building on Blast. And I'll tell you what, I have no skin in the game so far on Blast, so I have a ton of questions like, is it too late to get in? So guys, you're not going to want to miss that show. I promise you, we're going to have all kinds of spicy topics there. And you know what? I think we got a spicy week ahead of us here in NFTs. So that means tomorrow, I'll be back with another NFT market update. We'll hit on all the latest happenings. Remember, if it's happening in NFTs, I'm bringing you inside. Until the next time, I'll see ya.
That's pretty good.